Hi everyone! So I thought that I would do a chatty get ready with me since it has been a little while and I've had a few people request them, which is nice because I really like filming them. So I'm just gonna put a headband on because I have all these baby hairs. My hair has been so weird, like it definitely feels like it's been damaged but also getting better. Maybe the baby hairs is the hair regrowth because I definitely have lost a lot of hair. It's all the struggles, whatever. I'm just gonna do a very simple look. So I've had a lot of people miss my more colorful things and have requested like chatty get ready with me's with colorful crazy makeup, and I just haven't really been feeling that lately. It might make an appearance in some videos, but I don't know, I haven't really felt the creativity strike me for the very colorful stuff. I will do a lot of neutrals, but I mean I do throw in a few colorful things. I won't say that, like definitely oranges and reds and stuff. Like I have the Natasha Denona Sunset palette. It's not a neutral palette. I don't. Some people will say things like the reds and oranges and stuff are neutrals. No, that's such a weird thing to me. But I have actually been into more browns, and I actually think I'm just gonna do like a simple maybe brown smoky eye or something. I just have been liking that more, as I've talked about in other videos. But a little bit of color sometimes has been fun. What can I say? I've been kind of boring lately, so I can't really explain that part of it because I do still like colorful makeup a lot and I do like looking at it on other people. But for me, I just haven't been drawn to it in the same way. Now, I think when I get more into filming again, as you hopefully see that I have been trying, I might dip back into more of the colorful looks for certain videos because a lot of the stuff I do does tend to be chatty. I have so many video ideas. Like I just dove back in and I started making lists, and you can hear Cashmere. A lot of people want to see her too. If she comes this way again, sometimes she snaps like right in front of me when I'm filming. If she comes back this way again, I'll grab her. I'll try to grab her at some point when I don't have stuff on my hands. I don't remember what I was saying. Oh, video ideas. So many video ideas. I just keep coming up with them and I keep making lists, making more lists, and it's a good thing but also a bad thing. So this part from the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion cap just came right off when I dropped it on the floor that one time. Interesting. Yeah, I probably dropped this a lot more. Weird stuff. Anyway, I'm kind of all over the place right now. It's kind of early in the morning. I'm working till midnight tonight. Fun times. So I just thought I would take advantage of the few hours I had in the morning to try and do some filming. I'm gonna hopefully have a couple videos filmed. When I sit down and film, I like to do a couple things. Okay, I'm just talking and not doing makeup. Let's fix that. But yes, video ideas. I probably have like 50 ideas for things that I want to do. All written down, some handwritten, some typed lists. Like I want to go through it. I wish I could just go through one by one, but I always end up changing my mind. The worst part is though, sometimes I get so overwhelmed by the amount of ideas that I have that I do nothing. It can be very overwhelming sometimes. Still trying to deal with that part and still trying to balance the filming life stuff and trying to find a good balance so that I'm not spending too much time, because it is a hobby and I have to remember that despite wanting to spend more time. But then it just means that I don't get to do other things that I enjoy doing. So I missed it when I wasn't doing it as often, but I do have to be careful about that. I can find myself becoming easily obsessive over things, as you probably know from other things that I've talked about on my channel. I'm just gonna try and angle this a little bit better because I've been shifting all over the place. But I have so many ideas, a lot of chatty type videos. So I have the Nude Sticks Illuminati highlighter, and it's a stick highlighter, but I kind of want to be really hygienic. Let's see if I can mix it with my foundation a little bit. See if that will work for me. So I just sort of mushed up a little bit on the back of my hand. I know I'm all over the place here. Deep breaths. It can be a little overwhelming sometimes to just sit and chat when you have a lot to say and you're not quite sure, like, how is this gonna come off? What am I gonna say? Is it gonna sound weird? Because I'm sure sometimes like phrasing, word choices trying not to be in my head too much, but it just happens. I definitely kind of deal with stuff in waves, and it has been pretty good lately. I watched Samantha Ravindal's video where she was talking about her depression, and just the way she was speaking and everything really resonated with me, because I definitely deal with a lot of the same things, and it's hard to form sentences sometimes, and it's easy to get overwhelmed and anxious, and you don't want to be, and that's the thing. It's like with me, sometimes I can feel it, and I can feel it sometimes when it's happening, but also the interesting thing is, like with filming, I look back on it. I don't generally film and upload the same night. Like sometimes I do, depending on if it's a short video, but sometimes I will film like one day, say like Monday, and then upload on like a Wednesday, or like edit and upload on a Wednesday or something. And just that time in between, when I'm watching the video back and like listening to myself, I'm just like, wow, where did that come from? Recently, even, was when I did my video talking about what I bought at the Sephora sale. And I was like, oh my god, I can sense the bitterness in my voice, and I really had to step back and be like, okay, where was that coming from? Like, what caused that particular reaction? Why am I being so like bitter about not buying things that I don't actually need to buy? Like, what would I actually buy? That's going to be a video I'm going to talk about, because I want to address that and be like, so these are the things that I actually would buy if I had the financial means to do so, but also as it relates to what I have and, you know, what I'm trying to work through. And it's a constant balance. It's a constant reevaluation. It's constantly looking at everything, and you have to be present all the time. It's really easy to kind of push things aside and not want to deal with like the negative emotions and everything, because it's so much easier to just ignore it. It's so much easier to be like, you know what, I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to have these issues, problems, whatever. I'm just going to ignore, push it away, and that did not serve me. So I'm trying to at least catch it when I can, and it's not always easy. Sometimes I'm not aware of the things that I say, basically, or how I say it, and then sometimes I come back and I look later and I'm like, oh wow. So basically, what I'm getting at here is, in some of these chatty get ready with me videos, you know, it's just me talking, no script, no plan, so things might be phrased weirdly sometimes, and sometimes I then need to step back and reflect on it, so please just keep that in mind. But I am really excited to keep filming, and like I said, I have so many ideas of things that I want to talk about and things that I want to do, and finding the time to do it, trying to work out some sort of schedule for me, and trying to figure out like the best way to go about doing it. And it's like, okay, it's going to be a little sporadic. I'm never going to commit to like an upload schedule or something, because I just know that I wouldn't be able to necessarily do that, because sometimes it's like I'm not in a good mood. Sometimes I am thinking about filming all day. Honestly, some days that's like the highlight, where I'm like, you know what, I'm really excited, and then I'm gonna get home and I'm gonna film, and I'll be super pumped. But then it could be like a day when my son was having a bad day, and so then he takes it out on me, and it's really exhausting trying to get him in a better mood and getting him happier, and then maybe he has a longer night, and then maybe I'm just so tired and then I fall asleep. Like, there's been so many times where I'm like putting my son to bed and then I fall asleep with him, and it's like, okay, well, so much for filming. I wake up like an hour later, like, okay, well, it's now, you know, 9:30 or something, and by the time I would get ready for filming, it would be too late. I gotta work in the morning. Not gonna happen. But best intentions sometimes, but life just, you know, life happens. That's the thing. It's like, this isn't my job. I think a lot of people are very clear on that. And I am just having fun with the makeup and talking about stuff, and I just enjoy doing it. I enjoy setting stuff up, and I enjoy putting makeup on, and I enjoy the editing, and I enjoy interacting with people, and, you know, generally the whole process is really good, and I like being creative, and it gives me a really good outlet to be creative and do different things, and that's a really good thing, and that's something that I'm focusing on that, you know. And like I said in other videos, like trying to focus on what I can do instead of what I can't do, because I definitely spent way too much time focusing on that and trying to like say, oh well, someday I'll upgrade my camera, and someday I'll like, you know, have a better setup, and someday I will have a better editing, and someday I'll have this, and someday I'll have that. And so then I just kept putting stuff off and not doing stuff that I wanted to do. And I'm just like, you know what, I'm gonna do what I want to do. I'm gonna go back with the Illuminati and try this little brush. I liked it mixed with the foundation, but it's like a nice glow, because that's like a more matte foundation. This is like CoverGirl Clean Matte. It's not a very drying, heavy matte, but it's definitely a foundation I'm trying to work through because my skin has been so dry. Before I started filming, I had a lot of oil on my face because the uncomfortable dryness was real. I think I just in general prefer powder, but I like this. I think I could probably pretty easily use this mixed with the foundation, not necessarily as like the standalone. It's a little too subtle for me still. I don't know, I like my highlight. I'm not over that yet. Have you guys seen Jaclyn Hill's holiday collection highlighters? If I wasn't on a no buy, I probably would buy it. It's controversial. I see a lot of people who are immediately like, don't buy this, this is gonna be terrible. And you know what? Could very well be, but people are so quick to jump on Jaclyn over other people, which doesn't sit well with me. It's like, okay, where's that energy towards a few other people? Smells like a conspiracy, but you know. Anyway, I'm not trying to dig up drama and start that stuff because everybody has an opinion. And sometimes it's best to not talk about those things for me, because I think people then turn it very personally. It's like, I'm not talking about anybody in particular. Like, if you want to support somebody, okay, that's your choice, but doesn't mean that I have to go along with it. Doesn't mean that I have to be silent about it, though. I'm just trying not to give certain people a platform or whatever, so not that I have a platform, but I just don't want to have that kind of discussion. It's definitely difficult because like a few times when I've talked about stuff like some of those controversial people, it comes back on me. Like people who are like super stans will be like, oh, you're just jealous of this and you wish you had this and you wish you had that. It's like, that's not any of the point of this conversation at all. Like, it's not about me. And I'm trying to like disengage myself from that kind of stuff. Doesn't mean that I'm not still going to talk about some sort of dramatic things, but probably shouldn't have brought that up at all. But anyway, my 2 cents. So, I just spent a lot of this ranting about YouTube stuff, but you know, it's kind of what's been on my mind recently as I've been getting back into it. Life stuff has been pretty good. I don't want to talk too much about some life stuff because it just feels a little strange. People will use stuff against you. That was one thing in Sam's video where she mentioned about how like you don't want to talk, or she doesn't want to talk too much about specific things because it gives some people ammunition and then people get into speculation, and it can be really harmful when that stuff comes your way or you're presented with it. Like I definitely do my best to avoid anywhere where I think people might talk about me that's not, you know, on my social media stuff, because I don't need to see that. If anybody has feedback for me, I've welcomed it. Said like, you know, come tell me your stuff. I can't make everybody happy and I can't accommodate everything. Like it's just impossible. Some people come with very valid criticism that I just can't address. I just can't do it with the situation that I'm in. So, you know, there's that. But I just realized I haven't painted my nails in so long. Weird topic shift. But anyway, I just like remember that RuPaul quote. I mean, I'm paraphrasing. It's none of my business what anybody else thinks of me, and that's helped me a lot. It's difficult sometimes where I'm like super curious and I'm like, I wonder what people are saying. I wonder if people are talking about me, and then I'm like, you know what? I don't need to know. I don't need to know. Anything that I could change in terms of how I present my channel, I feel like could come directly to me in the comment section here, or you know, privately or via like a message or something. But I don't need to seek that stuff out because it's not going to do me any good mentally. So anyway, life stuff has been good. A lot of stuff has happened in the last week. Before I talk about that, I'm just going to mention this because this is going to be something I'm going to talk about because I'm definitely conflicted. Esquito contacted me and was like, hey, we'd like to send you an eyeliner. And I was like, super. They're like, do you want black or do you want brown? And I was like, I want brown because I actually don't have a brown gel eyeliner. So I was like, super, that'll be great. Then they sent me the black and the brown and I was like, definitely didn't need a black one. And this is also the weird thing because I know, like, I don't need more stuff. I haven't bought eyeliner in God knows how long. I've basically been surviving off of samples and off of random PR stuff. And I still have like a lot of old eyeliners that I probably need to get rid of, probably need to learn, like, need to let go. There's some stuff that I'm still learning how to let go of. But I know the PR thing is a really hot button issue within like the no-buy, low-buy community, and people are doing no-buys and low-buys for different reasons. Mine is, you know, the two-part, the money and the having too much stuff. But it's like the money for me is the first one. Anyway, I have a pro-con list. I'm going to talk about that in another video, like my thoughts on PR as it relates to me specifically, because it is a weird thing. And it's not something that everybody deals with, and not everybody has the luxury of it, and it definitely affects people in a different way. Like if you are doing a no-buy and you are a regular person who happens to have a lot of makeup but doesn't have a YouTube channel or doesn't have an Instagram or whatever, then you're not necessarily seeing new stuff coming your way on a semi-frequent basis. Like for me, it's not often. Like I don't see stuff a lot. Maybe once a month, maybe, but it still absolutely helps with the no-buy urges and all that stuff. Like I did talk about it in other videos, but anyway, I wanted to mention that because I wanted to use the brown eyeliner. I wanted to mention that it was sent, and I wanted to mention that I'm going to be talking about it, and I welcome any of your feedback and like any issues that you might have, but ultimately I do have to do what's going to work for me. So I just smudged it out as sort of the base, so I'm going to go in with some shadows. I like it. It's so easy to say you like something at first until you actually use it more though, so I'm also cautious about that. I also feel conflicted talking about new stuff because I'm not trying to encourage anybody to buy new stuff. So it's such a weird experience. But anyway, as I was mentioning, life stuff. So much has happened recently. A lot of good stuff though, a lot of good stuff. I thought I was going to be really anxious about it, and I definitely think on some level there's a lot of anxiety there that I haven't quite brought up to deal with yet, and will probably get more anxious as time goes on. But I got a car, my own car. I'm leasing a car. It's a very classy Toyota. Hey, it's gonna last me a long time, and that's what I need. I was really nervous about it because I hadn't been able to drive for a little while, and I just got my license in the summer of 2018, so I haven't had my license for very long. I haven't had a lot of driving experience, but I've driven my car a few times, and it handles really well, and it's so nice. I'm so happy. I needed my own vehicle. Being able to get around is going to be so helpful. And I finally found an apartment, or it found me. It's really, I can't go into too much detail about it, but it was basically, it's a place I lived before actually. And oh yeah, so I would have actually filmed video. That was really when I started filming some of my like 2014 videos. Anyways, the building I was in before I moved to the house that I had bought. So it's that same building, and I'm very excited to be back there. It's not perfect, of course, because it's like I wanted like all this extra space, and I wanted to have like a dedicated filming room again because I had gotten so accustomed to that at the house, having my own setup and space, and it was so nice, and like I definitely have missed that, but that's not going to happen. But there is definitely space where I can film, where I can set up and keep my lights. I probably won't even need as many. I have to work on the lighting setup anyway and figure out what's going to work best, but I will be able to set that up there and have that, so I'll be able to also, you know, film more, and I'm very excited for that. Yeah, it's a great 2-bedroom, 2 full bathrooms, underground parking, laundry and unit. Like, it's gonna serve me well for what I need it for. It's really close to the school my son will be going to when he starts school next year, which is crazy, but also things I have to consider. So I can hear the washer going because I have laundry started. Adulting. That's basically what the rest of my week has been. It was like adulting, getting the car and getting insurance is so expensive. Getting the car, signing the lease to the apartment. I move in January, by the way. That's like the official sort of start time is January. I might be able to move in a little bit before, so it'll probably have some kind of impact on the videos that I was hoping to film around that time for like the beginning of the year stuff. Not that I have anything particularly planned. Like, I used to do like all these project intros and everything at that time, but I have no plans to do any of that. So I just wanted to be consistent, and I know with the moving it'll be a little bit of inconsistency as I get everything set up and straightened away, but I think that's to be expected, and not like I've been super present here anyway. Trying to get that back, because there's definitely like people I miss communicating with who probably forgot that I filmed because it had been so long and so sporadic and so strange. Some of the content was kind of odd, but I also wanted to do a very neutral look because I know I'm going to try and film a few videos. So I'm trying to get my lash primer open. I got a sample of the Dior white lash primer to go with the little mini Dior mascara I have. I find that it can make a bit of a difference. I like this. I like simple makeup looks these days. What a change. But also, like I mentioned before, I'm in a really great relationship. I also don't want to go too much into detail about that right now, but I did kind of throw the idea out to him about appearing on my channel, which he was like kind of nervous about. He's like, I don't know if I really want to do that, but he also kind of wants to do it, so maybe I can convince him at some point. Do something. He listens to me talk about like my ideas, and he helps me work through some issues that I might have. I complain sometimes about some of the stuff I see or deal with, and he's been really great about listening and like providing a different perspective, even though he has like no idea about like the YouTube beauty community, but he will listen to me, so that's wonderful. He's such a good guy. He's such a good guy, and I want to say everything, but I'm also just very, very protective. So I'm not going to say all that I want to say, but just knowing that it's good. I'm super happy, and life's good. This is the ColourPop Sweet Harmony lipstick from the Makeup Basket Roulette. Not bad. I think that'll about do it for my Chatty Get Ready With Me. I think I covered all the things I wanted to talk about. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please let me know, and I will do my best to get back to you as soon as I possibly can. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope we get a chance to chat soon. Bye for now.